Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a reading today for the new moon in Aries. So this is going to be for my divine feminines out there on whatever journey you happen to be on. So the spread today that I'm going to be tapping into is one that is available in my monthly newsletter. So if you guys haven't signed up yet for my newsletter, I will put the information down below. But it is called the Queen of Wands spread, because in tarot, the Queen of Wands is Aries. And so we're tapping into that element. It is also represented by the Emperor card as well. But anyways, you guys, we're going to follow the outline that I've created, and hopefully something will resonate with you today. All the decks I'll be using here are just going to be listed down below, as well as this beautiful Organite created by Michele from Wing and Bell. So let's go ahead and get started and see what us divine feminines need to know about the new moon in Aries. All right. So the very first thing that we're going to focus on is, what is our overall energy, our fire energy going to be for this new moon in Aries, since Aries is a fire sign? Let's see what we need to know here. So I have a couple of decks. This is actually a brand new deck that I got gifted to me from a fan out there. So you know who you are. Thank you so much. It is called the Spiritual As F deck, and it's super cute. And of course, there's a little bit of profanity in it, but it's all in fun. All right. Actually, I'm not going to be able to shuffle like that, so I will go like this. Perfect. Okay. So what is our fiery energy here for this new moon in Aries? What is our Queen of Wands vibe? Okay. So we have, your wound is probably not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. Ooh, I like that message. So let's go ahead and read it. It says, you'll never be free of the people who harmed you until you take full responsibility for your own healing. No matter what family you were born into, what body you got stuck in, or what weird shit happened to you along the way, this is your life and no one else's. Be tender with the parts of you that are hurt and the parts of you that are struggling. Take ownership of your whole beautiful, dented, pieced together self. If you blame someone for who you are, you give them ownership of you. That sucks wet shit, doesn't it? Focus on what you can do right now to be your very own badass healer. Bam. So that's pretty awesome. And that does seem to me like that Queen of Wands mentality. So I really like this. It's not saying that these things didn't happen to you or that, you know, you're not a victim, but it's talking about shifting that vibration, right? Of the way that we are handling ourselves when it comes to our wounds and our pain. So we have an opportunity this month to change things around. Now, I do offer these two rituals, one for the full moon of every month and one for the new moon. So this month's new moon ritual in my newsletter is really more focused on like our empowerment when it comes to our career. But I highly suggest that you guys do some research to maybe burn away anything old that's holding you back. Maybe even it can be so simple as writing things down and just burning them up, right? Burning up list, old things, old situations, old energy that you have kind of lingering in your mind with whatever may have happened to you, and just in this new moon, burning it up as an intention that you're willing, okay? Doesn't mean just because you burn it up that it's going to go away completely, but you're at least setting that intention that you're ready to let go. You're ready you're like no longer willing to allow this to define you any longer. So at least try that, you guys, if you're struggling with something from the past. Just set that intention, you know, tonight or today or whenever, that you are at least willing to let this go, or just no longer allowing it to define you. I love this. It's so empowering. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and see what else we need to know about our fiery energy for this new moon in Aries. Okay, so this is a beautiful picture here, but on the back is the message. Oh my gosh. Wow. So this is going together. The traumatized. I acknowledge that I have been traumatized, but also that I am healing. Wow. That goes together. That's crazy. So Spirit literally is saying, hey, that could be an affirmation that you use in your ritual, that you acknowledge that you've been traumatized, but also that you are willing to heal from this. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards and see what this is all about. What is this trauma? What is this? So to me, it's like fiery Aries energy. That's why we're using fire. We're using fire to purify a situation. We're burning away the old, resurrecting into a new version of ourselves. So definitely setting intentions today on this new moon. Okay, so I'm just going to spread these out. Okay. Oh, wow. We've got the Page of Cups. So these are questions that you can ask yourself. That's the really cool thing about this tarot deck. It's called Ask the Tarot. What situation in your life is bringing about some type of opportunity? So the Page of Cups is connected to, for me as a reader, just the sign of Pisces, because it's got that fish in the cup. But Pisces energy is all about our dreams. It's all about what we're dreaming of, right? How we feel. It's very sensitive as well. It's very innocent. So this could be a particular message surrounding trauma based around childhood for some of you guys, or when you were much younger. Okay, so this could be something that you are holding onto, but this could be trauma also that is very recent, and so it kind of brings you back to like your inner child. It brings you back to this feeling of just being very, very sensitive. So we are being asked how we can take this opportunity of this trauma and actually turn it into something. Make that pain matter. I love to say that. It's very true. How can we take this opportunity that's being handed to us, I feel, from the divine? How can we turn this around and turn it into something maybe creative or artistic? Because the Page of Cups is very artistic and creative. So maybe this is about writing our story, right? Creative writing, journaling, creating art, doing something where we're creating from that trauma and that pain. And this is going to be the energy of transmutation. So we're transmuting the energy. We're literally like an alchemist. We are taking something and we are transforming it into something else, another form. Because the thing is, you guys, when it comes to pain, when it comes to trauma, or even connections with other people, it's just energy, meaning that energy really will never die, but we can change we can transmute the way that we connect with this energy. It doesn't have to be in such a gut-wrenching way. We can turn it into something amazing and something beautiful and make it work for us. So that is the message there. Love this. Nine of Swords. Okay, so we do know that the Nine of Swords is a card of anxiety. It's a card of being up late at night, maybe a nightmare situation. So it says, what situation in your life is creating fear and anxiety, and what is this feeling trying to tell you? So our feelings, Page of Cups is all about feelings, they're trying to tell us something. It's trying to indicate to us what we need to burn away, what we need to heal. We need to actually feel something in order to heal it. I say that a lot too, and it's very true. So we can take this anxiety and this pain and we can make it work for us, you guys. That's what we're being given this opportunity with this Queen of Wands. So we may not always feel like the Emperor or the Queen of Wands, which is Aries energy, taking control of a situation, feeling dominant, like we can handle it, taking back our power. Well, guess what? This new moon in Aries is giving us this opportunity to be able to step into that energy. So we can step into our power, take back our power from people that we've given it to, right? Or maybe they took from us. But this gives us an opportunity to turn it all around if we so choose to, right? And we have the Two of Cups. So this could be about a relationship, you guys, something where you connected with someone in a very, very deep way. And maybe they were not able to reciprocate your feelings for whatever reason. And it's just like, it could be a lost love situation for some of you guys. Or it could just be somebody that was close to you, betrayed you and hurt you. So this makes the wound even that much more just deeper. It says, are you ready to commit to someone or something you love? So this is about taking whatever has happened here. And the only reason that I'm turning this more into like a trauma is because of the cards we're seeing here. There could be a love situation in your life or a soul connection in your life where there's trauma around that connection. But the thing is, what you can do is you can start to, look at those key points on how you can take this cup and love yourself. right? Sometimes we want to love another person, or we need the acceptance of another person to feel good about ourselves. And we have this opportunity to take this cup and drink from it ourselves, to nourish ourselves, right? So there could be something in a person with what's come up for you that's mirroring to you what you need to heal within. I love that message, okay? So are you ready to commit to someone as in yourself? Are you ready to commit to loving yourself? So if this is something that we're trying to create with another person, but they're just, like I said, not either ready or able to reciprocate it, let's take this as an opportunity to love ourselves. Now, some of you guys, there might not be a significant soul connection and you're wanting to bring someone into your life, but it's saying here, are you ready to commit to someone? The only way that you can really be truly ready to commit to another person is if you're committed to loving yourself. That will be the healthy way forward, okay? So this is beautiful. We have an opportunity to change the story here. We have an opportunity to change history. And I feel like this starts with today. This starts with you stepping back into your power, taking back your power, and burning away this trauma. And again, it doesn't mean that it's going to just completely magically poof disappear. But remember, we are willing to start this healing process. That's what we're setting today, that intention, that we are willing to start somewhere. That's pretty powerful. So that's what I have for you guys for this overall energy for this new moon in Aries. That is pretty cool. Those are the messages. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at how will our feelings such as aggression and impatience play an important role this season. So this could be some of that energy that pops up that could be angry, rageful, aggressive. So how can we take these, I guess, shadow sides and turn it into something positive, right? So we're going to go into a couple of little shadow decks here and see what we can do. What's popping up for us? What's giving us an opportunity to change something? Okay, so we do have sacrifice. We also have I won't cry for you. Wow. And we have revenge. There's that very rageful, fiery energy here of rage. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards just to kind of clarify how we are going to utilize these energies to our advantage. So this is also a new deck that I received from a fan out there. This is called the Diablo Tarot. Freaking amazing. Look at how huge these cards are. I'm a fan of really big decks. So I don't know why, I just am. And maybe it's because I have kind of bigger hands so I can shuffle them, but I just love them. Anyways, this one is badass. So we're gonna go ahead and pull from these. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it one at a time. We have the energy of sacrifice. So of course, sacrifice, immediately I think of the Hanged Man. So it could be that someone or a situation you feel has hung you up to dry. So that could be why there is this pain of crying over someone and this revenge. So this is about sacrificing. Like we're willing to, it doesn't mean that, you know what, we're not willing to sacrifice ourselves any longer. We're no longer willing to cry tears over this person, because I feel like for a lot of you, you guys have been very sensitive in the Page of Cups energy and you've cried a lot of tears over whatever this is. And at this point, you are making and setting that intention that you're done with crying. You are done feeling angry and bitter, and you are ready to transmute that energy and step into your Queen of Wands power and start to create with it in an amazing, motivational, beautiful way. So to me, this is all about transmutation today. All right, let's see what the sacrifice energy is all about. Oh my gosh. You guys, look at this. We already got the Page of Cups. So this is connected here. It's all connecting. Again, the Page of Cups is our feelings. Very, very sensitive to like the depths of our soul kind of pain. So the Page of Cups is an offer. We're going to do something now with this cup because it's all making sense. this right here, you and someone has triggered something within you with this cup, the way that you feel, a connection of some sorts. I'm getting that for the majority of you, maybe not all of you that's the situation, but for the majority of you, there is a connection that is at the heart and the root of the matter here. And this is your cup. And now it's kind of up to you what you're going to do with this cup now. Maybe you've tried to give it to this person. Maybe you've had a lot of, pain and torment with this situation. Or maybe this is just someone who they're just not ready at some point. I'm so sorry. My cat he's got a little reverse sneezing that he does. It's an allergy thing. So I swear he's not coughing up a fur ball, which can sometimes happen in my readings, Anyways. Oh, Tiggies, are you okay? He'll clear it in a minute. Anyway, so that right there is just telling me that we are taking this cup and we are able to do something creative with it. We're able to take it and make it work for our lives, because it may have been working against us for a while, right? It may have been sacrificing our well-being, sacrificing like our mental health. But now we realize that we can take the situation and turn it around. That's really what that message is. Okay, Tiggies is fine now. So let's go ahead and get another card here for this Page of Cups. Ooh, I love that. The Ten of Pentacles. You want to talk about value? You want to talk about stability, making something work for you? To me, this means you're going to go the distance with whatever this is. You're going to take this idea that you have, you're going to take this pain, you're going to turn it into something that is going to actually create stability in your life. This is also about family, okay? So if this trauma is has been created by a family member, this could be it doesn't have to be blood relatives, but this could be somebody in your soul family, your soul group, so a soul tie. To me, this is you being brought together with this person in this life for a reason. So you really are learning something very valuable, and there is an opportunity for you to empower yourself from this situation and make it work for you in the long run. Oh my gosh, yes, I love this. The Magician. So the Magician has a cup. So you're taking the cup. He's got a pentacle, he's got a wand, he's got a sword, and he's got a cup. Did I get everything? I think. You're taking that cup, okay? And you're making it work for you. All that emotion, everything that you feel, everything that you've had to feel, everything that you have to heal. You're using this now to alchemize change in your life. You're creating something. The alchemist is coming through this whole energy, this whole situation. You're taking your tools and you're making things work for you. You're attracting all the right things. You've attracted this situation to you, because I see the Magician as a law of attraction card. So wherever we are at vibrationally is what we're going to experience. And you guys have experienced something for a reason. And this infinity symbol that's above his head, this could be something that has come back around for you in order for you to recognize something about yourself. It's quite beautiful. So we are we're declaring, I feel today, that we're no longer willing to sacrifice our peace, our mental health, or our happiness for this trauma. We're going to take this trauma and we are going to transmute this and change it into a different form. And we're going to make it work for us. And it's going to create literally magic in our lives, you guys. So get ready. I love it. And the Magician can represent Virgo and Gemini because it is connected to Mercury. So Mercury energy, mental thoughts create our reality. Yes, let's get on board with that. Okay, so now I won't cry for you. So this is the thing. When it comes to suppressing your feelings, trying to really repress things, it will come out in some form. So I never suggest for people to stifle their shadow. You definitely want to look at it and examine it. It is here to teach you something. It's here to show you something very valuable. It's not something that you should fear. Okay, we definitely need to feel in order to heal, right? So, but the thing is, I feel like you guys have definitely cried enough tears over this person or situation. Okay, so for some of you divine feminines, this could be your masculine. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and see what we need to know about these tears. Okay, so there's 2. So I will take it. Yep, that's you, divine feminine, right there. And we have the 4 of Pentacles. So the 4 of Pentacles, of course, is a card where we're not able to let go. Well, guess what? You've held on to this for a long time. And it doesn't mean that you're going to let go of your masculine or let go of this pain entirely. Remember, we're just transmuting this energy. Because a lot of people kind of get scared when we talk about that. Letting go, letting go. What does that exactly does that mean? Does that mean I'm losing this person forever? You can never lose anything at all, okay? Everything is going to always be with you. It's just that you're changing the dynamics of the connection or the relationship that you have with this situation or that feeling. But the Emperor or Empress, what she's able to do is she's able to create. So another card of creativity, another card also of abundance, material abundance. So some of you guys could take a creative idea that you have and start generating some sort of finances or like financial abundance from this situation, profit here, right? Stabilizing your life. The Empress is tied to Venus, and Venus is all about the Taurus energy as well as Libra. So it's about, Taurus for me is what we value. Taurus is also about working hard in the material world. And Libra is all about balance. So finding a nice balance between the material and also our spiritual and our emotional side. So we're actually making this work for us in a beautiful way. That's what we're getting here. And we're the Queen of Cups. Amazing. So we had a lot of energy surrounding the pages. The Page of Cups came up twice. We have a Queen of Cups energy here. So the Queen of Cups is connected to the sign of Cancer. It's all about the moon, divine feminine energy, our emotions. Oh my gosh, look at how creepy that card is. Woo. But yeah, this is our emotions, you guys, definitely. This is also about our intuition, being psychic, trusting our gut, being an empath. I definitely feel for a lot of you that experienced this trauma. It hits you so deep because you are such a sensitive, empathic soul. Okay. So it might be that, if this happened to your average person, it might not have been so gut wrenching. It might not have affected them quite like it affects you, but you're a different kind of soul. Okay. Absolutely different. You came here to really, really feel things very, very deeply. And it was so that way you were completely raw, so you could experience your feelings in just maximum capacity strength. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but just really feeling things because you really wanted to experience some major ascension and change in this lifetime. You didn't come in with this armor. It doesn't mean you came in without any blocks, but it just means like you didn't want to have your guard up when it came to your heart. You wanted to just trust, but that also comes at a price because sometimes we deal with other people that maybe aren't on the same level. We deal with people that maybe want to take advantage of us, that can be narcissistic, things like that. So they can really deeply wound us. So I just feel that if some of you guys, you feel like you're that Queen of Cups, it's like someone in your life is the Page of Cups for you right now. They're not quite at your level. They're not quite at that level to where they can meet you in your heart space. And that might be very frustrating why maybe you've cried a lot of tears because someone is unable to either, be that mature King of Cups to match your Queen of Cups energy. Okay. So I won't cry for you anymore. It doesn't mean that you don't have emotions. It just means that you're not willing to like sacrifice yourself any longer, like to literally put yourself on the slab like a lamb ready to be slaughtered. You're just not going to do it anymore because you realize it's not really empowering you at this point. It's actually disempowering you. So we have an opportunity to become the Queen of Wands today. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the Queen of Cups. She's amazing. She's beautiful. But we're now going to balance our energy and be a little bit of that Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and get our last message here with this. We have revenge, okay? So this is about how we're going to use our feelings and how it's going to play an important role, right, this season. Well, our rage and the way that we feel, we're not ignoring it. We're not trying to do a spiritual bypass here and say, love and light, everything's great, I'm totally fine, when you don't feel that way. But we're making it work for us. That's what we're doing. Making it work for us. And we have the Knight of Swords, Gemini's energy. So we're getting a hold of our thoughts. So we're balancing out our emotions, and we're kind of stepping into our logic is what we're doing. We're using our head and our heart, not just our heart. We're using the head and the heart. Nice balance there, right? So we're taking action, and we're doing it in a very logical, rational, deliberate way. We're not letting our emotions run the show. We're not letting our emotions dictate every single thing that we need to know. So this is about, yes, we are the empathic psychic Queen of Cups, and it has a lot to share with us. But we also know that it's going to require some grounded, logical, practical, rational energy to execute change. So we're willing to change, and we are willing to balance out the emotions and the mental space as well. We have the Page of Wands now. Wow. So that Page of Wands, this is about creative ideas, creative inspirations. We're taking the wands, we're taking the swords. I like this. We're taking the wands, we're taking the swords, and we're taking the cups here. And we're willing to do something with these items that are on our magician's table. Okay. The only thing that's missing right now is the Pentacles. So until I see a court card of the Pentacles, then this is going to lead me to believe that we're trying to create something in the physical world. And we have the Empress that does tell us here that we have the possibility to create abundance, that we have the possibility to turn something into either a profit, or to make it work for us in a financial way. We do have the opportunity to do it. So this is about us really stepping into this role so we can start creating these changes. And we have the Knight of Wands. So more fiery, passionate energy. This is Sagittarius. So the Sagittarius energy is all about expansion, and it's all about lessons in spirituality, right? Realizing that there's a lot more going on than meets the eye. So to me, this is a reminder to allow this rage or this very intense energy, allow it to motivate you, because the Knight of Wands is very motivated to keep going, to keep expanding, to keep thriving forward, live your best life. So all these ideas, all this inspiration, we're taking it and we are making it work for us in a very creative, empowering, beautiful way. So let it motivate you, you guys. So if you have been wounded, or you've had someone that has judged you in the past, or just didn't accept you, take this as an opportunity to prove everyone wrong and prove to yourself, actually, first and foremost, and come out like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Come back out, come back from the dead, come back from the bottom. You can do it kind of energy. So we're very much using our sword, our wand, and our cup as a way to empower ourselves this Aries season. It is available to us if we want it. And what's really cool is that she's holding swords. See that? Maybe you've been holding swords. You've been in your mental space. Remember that Nine of Swords that came up? You've been very much in your mental space. But now it's time to take things from the mental realm and start bringing it and alchemizing it with all of these other elements here. Water and fire. Let's alchemize this energy. Okay? I love that. All right, so now we're going to go into what new projects are likely to start right now. Okay, what new projects are likely to start this Aries season? What new projects are likely to start this Aries season? Ooh, we have the Raven, Shaman. Beautiful. Okay, so it says, you are the creator and the magician. Are you kidding me? We already know this. It says, use your gifts for good. There's power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place as keeper of the mysteries. So to me, this is also about using our shadow, because the Raven is connected to the shadow. So yes, and that's about a shaman as well. We are using all of our energy. We're not just using the light to create. We're also using the shadow side to create as well, because that is a part of who we are. And when we ignore that or deny that part of ourselves, then we're not integrated. So this is about integration here and using it all at the same time. So let's get some tarot cards. So what new projects? Well, we're rising from those ashes for sure. And we are starting to create something with our tools. What are these creations? What does this look like? What's popping up? Oh my gosh, the Eight of Wands. So there's some sort of action for sure. I like that there's this unicorn, because that reminds me of our dreams, the things that we felt like maybe we would never be able to do. We're actually moving towards that, because the Eight of Wands is forward momentum. It's traveling forward. It's very quick energy. So I feel like if you guys decide that you want to do something, especially if it lights your fire, you guys are going to start heading in that direction. You're going to start making it happen. You're going to travel towards whatever that goal is. So to me, that's very, very motivational here. And now we have our Pentacles. I love it. I'm really glad that a Court card came through for the Pentacles. This tells me here that you guys are going to start executing some sort of plan in the material world. Like you're actually taking physical steps. This is not just you thinking about it, feeling it, or anything. You're doing all that right now, but you're actually starting to plant a seed. You're making a decision. So I feel like if some of you guys wanted to start a new project, you will do it. Some of you guys may have wanted to go back to school or to take a class or like a certification course. I feel like you're going to make that commitment and you're going to do it. You're going to make that decision to plant that seed, whatever it is. You're going to put your resume out there. You're going to do something. Physically, you're doing something. And this is awesome because you are now alchemizing change in your life. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. This is something you've been thinking about for a while. I love these bees. And look at this. That water is actually growing that plant. So we're putting effort into the things or the areas of our lives that we want to see change. So this is something that you've been kind of thinking about for a while. Some of you guys, this is you completely changing your life. You're doing something completely different than what you were doing before. And it's like you're ready. You're ready to start going after your dreams, okay? Instead of maybe working like a 9-to-5, maybe some of you guys are going to start your own business or creative business or something like that. And you're feeling drawn to it because that's what's meant for you. That's your next steps. And then the bee, it's a worker bee situation. It could even be community. You're coming together with like-minded individuals. And because you're with these like-minded individuals, you're getting some sort of inspiration and motivation to basically keep going. So it could be working with the community or just working really hard like a worker bee on what you know that you want to create. And because you're so focused, and you're physically taking steps, this is actually creating change or there's momentum happening with that Eight of Wands energy for sure. So you're flying high, and I love that. This Raven, it's an air energy. You're taking those thoughts and you're turning them into something. And you're flying high and you're actually moving with this energy of the Raven. It's amazing. So the new projects that you're likely to start, I just feel it has something to do with school, or it has something to do with taking a class, or just have something to do with you actually, maybe even some of you gardening, or taking this pentacle and this seed and planting that seed and seeing what happens. So you're taking a risk, you're taking a chance, you're just doing that thing that you've always wanted to do. And I feel like you are going to experience some sort of sprout or change. Something good is going to come from what you decide to do next. That's what I'm seeing for this. It's amazing. All right, so now we're going to move on and we're going to go into what will be your driving force and motivation this Aries season. Let's look at that. What will be your driving force and motivation? We have energy. So some of you guys could very much be into working with your chakras, right? And you could be aligning everything. This could be Reiki, actual energy healing work. And this is something that is going to be a driving force for you and motivating you because you're aligned. You're aligned with what it is that you want to do. This is something that you feel absolutely in alignment with, okay? But this is also about being motivated, perhaps, to work with people's energy, right? To work with healing energy or wanting to heal through energy work. We have Strength card, which is Leo's energy. So the Leo's energy is about having confidence, actually. So you're motivated by your confidence that you just know that this is what you're meant to do. And you feel very, very strong about this energy. You feel very attracted to something. You feel very drawn to something. So pay attention to that because that is for you. You are moving towards your destiny. Your destined path is opened up. So that's why if you feel something without a shadow of a doubt, that is your destiny. Absolutely meant to do something like this. And we have Plan a Vacation. So this to me is that travel 8 of Wands card that just came through. If some of you guys feel motivated to move or to travel or to even just like maybe take a break, then that is absolutely meant for you. You're going to be motivated to want to make time for this and or to create or manifest that trip or opportunity to change something or travel. King of Cups. Look at this, Scorpio's energy. So some of you guys might even feel motivated to travel to see a King of Cups, right? Somebody that you might feel a connection with. Now, what's interesting to me is that the Page of Cups came up in the reading earlier, and then we have the Queen of Cups. Now we have the King of Cups. This can be counterpart energy, which means we might have a strong energy and desire to come together and connect or travel to see the masculine, if that resonates with you, or it could just be our heart is telling us that we're destined for more. So if that's more of a general message, that just means that we are going to trust our intuition. We're going to trust what our heart is telling us. We're still using our head because we're aligned, okay? We're definitely aligned here, but we're feeling very strongly in our heart about something. And what this is doing is it's motivating us and it's driving us to keep going. So this just could be that someone that you really love and hold near and dear to you is in your energy field, and it's literally a motivating factor in your creations. This King of Cups can be your muse. I'm getting that as well. And we have Look for Fairies. Wow. So this is about like looking for the magic in life, feeling magical, seeing all the magic around you. So sometimes we can kind of fall out of favor with the universe, meaning like we just no longer see the magic. We no longer see the synchronicities. We allow too much of our headspace, 9 of Swords, anxiety, mental health to just make us feel like life is just, it's all bullshit, or nothing good's going to ever happen to us. Destiny and fate, is just BS. The love, the soul connections, maybe twin flames, all this other stuff. Like, what were we thinking? This is just a pipe dream fantasy. Now, the thing is, anything can, if you allow it to, especially if you're imbalanced, you can start to get lost with certain ideas. You can start to get lost in the law of attraction, especially if you don't completely understand energy and the way that it works. And I'm not going to sit here and go into all of that because I feel like it's kind of everybody has an opportunity to understand it on their own, because I don't think that, like, if I was ever told something that I maybe wouldn't have listened, kind of like, my dad growing up, he always used to share his wisdom with me. And I was just like, he doesn't know. What the hell does he know? He doesn't know. And of course, now me being 47, he knew everything. So it's just the way that wisdom works. And sometimes you got to learn things on your own. But sometimes this is a learning curve. It's a learning curve when we're dealing with energy. and we're dealing with the law of attraction, and we're dealing with even like creating, like working a ritual or a spell. Just because we light a candle doesn't mean that by magic that something's going to change. We have to participate with those energies, and wherever we're at energetically, we could work for our manifestation, or we can work against that manifestation. So it's just all about learning and understanding how to be an alchemist. Interesting. And I feel like maybe some people, this has even happened to me as well. You kind of fall off of this because things didn't go as you had planned or expected, or you just allow the negativity or your traumas to basically take you off of believing in magic, right? Believing that you can. And so I just feel like we're being asked to really lean into that magical energy again, because it's here for us to guide the way, to help us, to lead us down our destined path. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. I really love this energy because this is about being an entrepreneur. This is about running your own business, you guys. So if you really feel destined to run your own business, to start your own business, to start like a magical practice or a healing practice, spiritual practice, or just, it could just be anything. It doesn't have to do with anything in the spiritual field. This just tells me here that you're being drawn to this for a reason. The 9 of Pentacles is all about empowerment. It's about doing your own thing, being independent, and really experiencing a lot of abundance. Like, you're very resourceful. This to me is like the Queen of Pentacles as well as the Empress. That's the 9 of Pentacles for me personally. So this is beautiful. This just means that you are meant to be an Empress. You're meant to be a queen. You're meant to be in charge and control of your own finances, your own empire, your own destiny. So it's about taking charge and realizing that you have what it takes. You're actually stronger than you think you are with that Strength card. You're stronger than you think you are. Now, the King of Cups is connected to Scorpio, and Scorpio is about death and transformation. Maybe some of you guys had to lose it all, right? Lose it all in order to understand something. Maybe some of us had to be brought to our freaking humble knees to go, wow, okay, now I know it's important. I know I have. So sometimes that's just what happens in life. And if things are just made easy for you all the time, then you're either going to stop trying or you're just not going to try at all. So we've got to learn to use and utilize everything that's happened to us and make it work for us now. That's what we're being asked to do. So that can be your motivational factor and your driving force. This Aries season is your cup and everything that you've experienced so far, and all the mistakes that you've made. And it's about picking yourself back up and saying, you know what? I've learned a lot. I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to go about it a little bit of a different way. Thank you, universe, for showing me what I needed to change. That's amazing. So that's what we have. Now we're going to go into what experiences will bring you sensual pleasure. Because, of course, the Queen of Wands is all about loving your life and feeling good, and not forgetting to take care of yourself and experience joy and pleasure, right? So let's get some goddess energy. So don't forget to treat yourself this Aries season. Treat yourself like the Queen of Wands. We have Bridget, inspiration. Love this because we're getting so many messages about fiery, passionate, inspirational energy, right? So the energy field is going to be on fire this Aries season. And it is for our sensual pleasure. Oh, we have now Aphrodite. Oh, this is beautiful. So this is about loving yourself. This is also about romancing yourself, you guys. The way that the law of attraction works, if you're not treating yourself a certain way and you're looking for somebody else to show up and treat you that way, it just doesn't really match up with the vibe. So if you want someone to shower you with love, you want someone to, I'm not saying you want somebody to worship you. I'm just using that as an example. You got to start worshiping yourself. You got to start treating yourself like the queen. You got to start acting like the queen. You got to start being the queen. You just have to, or else it's not going to be reciprocated in that way. And we have Lakshmi. Ooh, abundance. Yes. Look at that energy. Very much goddess energy, obviously. Queen, abundant. That's to me is the Empress's energy. Okay. So again, we are using our cups. We're using water. We're using air. We're using fire. We're using everything. We're using everything to our advantage. That's what we're doing. All right. So let's see, what are we experiencing on a sensual, joyous level? Some of you guys could be taking excellent care of your bodies, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, obviously she is, she's just feeling good. She's feeling good about her body. She's got a little bit of a pooch, but she's beautiful, I think just, as women who are older, we realize that our bodies change, especially with hormones. And so sometimes we might not feel very sexy. We might not feel like, we're attractive as we're aging. We feel like we're losing our youth and our looks. But to me, this is about utilizing what you have and celebrating what you have. And it doesn't mean that there is no room for improvement, especially if you've let yourself go. But this is basically saying, love where you're at right now and continue to love yourself. And when you do really love yourself, if you are unhealthy or if you have let yourself go, then you're going to want to be motivated to take better care of yourself. Because the thing is, there's a difference between being healthy and unhealthy, right? And sometimes the changes that our body goes through isn't really a reflection of us not taking care of ourselves. It's just hormones and things that we might not be able to control. But then there are other things that we can control. We can control the food that we're eating. We can control the physical activity that we are participating in. There are things that we can do to love ourselves more. And so I just feel also too, when we feel good about ourselves, then we're feeling very sensual, we're feeling better, we're feeling sexy. It's a good win-win all around. All right, so let's see what else. Ooh, we have the Three of Wands. Amazing. So the Three of Wands energy is about the journey that's ahead. So to me, this is like preparation, getting prepared, because there's something on the horizon that's going to be very, very sensual and joyous for you. So get ready. So if you don't feel like you're ready right now, Spirit is basically saying you better prepare to get ready. You better prepare to feel good about yourself, because there is something on the horizon. That's what I'm seeing. Really? We have love. Oh my gosh, a love on the horizon. So some of you guys, I did see that King of Cups in your future. This could be a reunion, reconciliation, or just seeing your masculine. Please take it as it resonates, but it could just be someone completely new as well. There is some kind of love situation on the horizon, and you're going to want to feel good about yourself. So whatever that means to you, take the time that you need to get to that level where you feel good, because I feel like there is some sensual love on the horizon. And then we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so I do feel like the fact that the Nine of Swords has already shown up in this reading tells me that if we have anxiety around a situation, or we feel like our thoughts are working against us, this gives us time to start to retrain our brains, to start to speak different things to ourselves, to change some sort of inner chatter or story that we are telling ourselves. Because the story that we're telling ourselves might actually not, it's not empowering us at this point. This is about reprogramming ourselves to see ourselves like this sensual, beautiful Aphrodite queen, this goddess, right? So we have an opportunity before something happens in the future to reprogram, to fix something, to change something, to level up, to rise up completely into our divine feminine energy. So that way, when we get to this destination, we can feel really, really good about it. So I hope that that makes sense to someone out there, but that's what we're being asked to do. Change our thoughts, change our lives, change our minds, change our lives. That's what I'm seeing here. Change your thinking, because it needs to be more in this vibration of love, goddess, your queen. It needs to change. So whatever that's going to take, whether it's affirmations, feeling good about your body, something. Whatever that means to you that's going to create that beautiful change is what Spirit is telling you to lean into. Really? Stop it. Indy obviously agrees. That's his howl, even though he is fixed, you guys. He is fixed. All my cats are fixed. He literally howls because Tinks, for some reason, is the object of his desire, and he will bite her behind the neck and basically mount her, even though nothing's really happening, at least not that I can see. That's his howl for I'm in the mood. So that means something. I'm telling you, there is something on the horizon here where you're going to be in the mood, someone's going to be in the mood, and you're going to want to be ready for this. I'm just putting it out there. That's what's happening. And it's funny that it came up in the sensual energy. Thanks, Indy. Okay, so now let's see what we are going to be attracting like a magnet in relationships. What are we going to be attracting like magic in relationships? Let's look at this. Ooh, okay. Intuition. Well, first of all, I feel like you guys who are watching the reading, you have this Queen of Cups vibe already, okay? Meaning you're empathic, you're psychic, you're intuitive. Here it is. So Spirit is encouraging you to trust what it is that you're feeling when it comes to relationships, when it comes to what you know, what you feel, trust it. Because you know what you're attracting. You know what's coming. That's what I'm getting here. You know what's coming, which is why you need to get ready. Oh, God. Yes, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a couple of messages here from me. First of all, there is a cup on the horizon. We got the Page of Cups, Two of Cups, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups now. A lot of cups being offered here. And to me, this is something that's on the horizon. There is a cup that's coming. So guess what? This is an opportunity right now for you to work on your own cup, Divine Feminines. Get that cup ready to be shared once again because it's on the horizon. It is coming for you. Literally, it's coming for you. And we have the Three of Pentacles. No one said it was going to be easy, hard work. So to me, like, and I'm only using this as an example because it's the only thing that's come to my head. Let's just say you want to get back in shape. It's going to take hard work. Let's say you want to clean up your eating patterns. It's going to take hard work. No one said that shit was going to be easy. Change is freaking hard. But the thing is, if you really, really want something, you will find a way to make it happen. Let that be your motivational factor. Just knowing that there's something on the horizon that you want. And you want to make sure that you're vibrationally a match in order to attract that into your life. That's what Spirit's saying here. So you might have to work really hard in order to create this change. But guess what? No pain, no gain. There it is. And we have the Nine of Cups because that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be a dream come true. It's going to be the ultimate happiness. It's going to be all cups running over, you feeling so freaking amazing. So to me, the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups coming up in this reading, to me as a reader, it's the Nine of Cups isn't just about, a wish come true. It means that you really feel good about yourself. So there is a lot of energy surrounding this message about self-improvement and feeling really good about yourself. And when you're in that vibration, it's going to attract this next phase for you, whether it's a new phase with your masculine or it's just a new phase in general in your life. But there's something about working on your own cup to get the 10 of Cups. You get it? 1 + 9, 10. You have to work on yourself first in order to bring it all together. You're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to work hard at something. And I know it's going to be different for everybody, but I get, what I'm talking about. You know what that is. That's it. All right, let's go ahead and get another message. What energy are we attracting like a magnet in our relationships? Ignite your heart. Something that's going to freaking light your heart on fire. That's for damn sure. Yeah. So Archangel Chamuel, just so you know, is the angel of love and relationships. So it says Archangel Chamuel is opening your heart, allowing you to love more deeply. So this could be this very deep soul connection that you feel with your person, your masculine. And this is just going to this next stage, this next phase on the horizon is just going to light your heart on fire. I'm also getting, though, that this masculine might be the fire in your soul that ignites you. Okay? So you're learning to open up your heart space and to let it inspire you to create change. You're allowing this connection to motivate you to make these changes. That's just what I keep getting. Nine of Wands. This is about strength. This is about you went through a lot. This is like the Wounded Warrior card. It's been difficult to get to this point, but now you're here and you're stronger than ever, and you're able to stand up and just, you're not going to just crumble now. And everything that you've gone through has created this strength in you. And so you have more wisdom, you're stronger than ever, and you're a survivor. And that's just what this is. So the relationships that you've had have made you stronger. And then we have the Hierophant, which is connected to Taurus. So Taurus is all about values, right? And it's all about integrity. It can be about commitments as well, the way that you see things, the way that you view things. It's also very spiritual too. So I feel like you've had to go through a lot of spiritual transformations and healing. You've had to go through some pretty difficult spiritual lessons here, right? And I feel like this could be your spiritual assignment with your twin flame, your masculine, for sure. Okay. It's like what hasn't killed you definitely made you stronger, right? But the way that you're seeing things, because he looks like he's a thinking man. He's like really thinking. He's deep in thought. He's really analyzing something. You can see here the head is just kind of light. So to me, this is enlightenment. You've experienced so much enlightenment through the situation, through this spiritual experience. So now you have like more value for yourself or value for something. You understand, you know what you want now when it comes to relationships. Now we have the Hermit. So another Earth card, Virgo. So Taurus, Virgo here. But the Hermit is about also spiritual quest, being on your own. So some of you guys are in separation or have been in separation with your masculine for quite some time. And the reason why is so that way people could gather up information to really figure out who they are, what they want in life. So this could even be depicting your masculine. This masculine is maybe closed off or has been closed off in the past, but he has gone into his own spiritual, like kind of pilgrimage, I guess, or quest, and has found some sort of answers or will be finding some sort of answers. You guys might be at the very tail end of your separation because the Ten of Wands is the end of a cycle. So you might be at the very tail end of this separation. And the answers that you guys have both, been seeking, the lessons that you guys have needed to learn, this could be something that is finally coming to an end. And this might be why it's like Spirit saying, get ready for this reunion because this is on the horizon. I'm getting that for some of you guys. So just take it as it resonates. All right, let's get one last card. One last card for what are you attracting like a magnet in your relationships or connection? Oh, this is beautiful. This is innocence. So a mother with a child, right? The angels are advising you to embrace the wholesome qualities of your childhood. So this is about our inner child, right? Our relationships, the relationships that we have with other people have a lot to do with how we were raised and what we experienced in childhood. It doesn't mean we're going to hold our childhood responsible for every relationship that we have with our life, but on a psychological level, a lot of trauma or just a lot of, whatever has happened to us does shape who we are as adults. So there could be this need to reparent ourselves or to honor our inner child or to work with our inner child, do some inner child healing, because what it does is it just makes our relationships that much better because then we understand We understand what we actually need, what we value, or we understand our flaws and the shadows when they come up. We know why they're coming up. We know why we feel a certain way. And this is about being victorious over this healing. So look at all these rocks here. It's been a hard road. It definitely has. But guess where we're going? We're going to that mountain with that light. To me, that's the prize, the victory, success. You've made it. You've done it. Good for you. Hooray. Okay? You can do it type of energy. So I feel like people are growing. It's been hard too. 7 of Wands. Look at this. Another card here where it's like this person's leaping over and trying to get to the other side for sure. So it's definitely been a hard road, and there's been a lot of pushback and resistance to change. So I feel like this could be the masculine and the feminine on their journeys, maybe separately, where you guys are both going about growth in a different way, but you guys are going through similar challenges and you guys are headed towards that same destination. Like you're going to make it. Yep, Knight of Swords, Gemini's energy again. So this is the second time that we've seen the Knight of Swords. Gemini's energy can be twin energy, right? But it's all about the way that we're thinking and the actions that we take. That's really important right now. That's really important. It's not enough to just feel. It's wonderful to feel, right? But it is important for us to take deliberate action now, to take steps on this journey forward, to move forward, even if it's hard. We are being asked to move forward on our paths, right? We need to move forward. We need to be strong. We need to kind of take a look, and you can see here he's got this like a laser vision on what it is that he wants to do, and he will accomplish that. That night looks very powerful to me. I know what I want and I know how to get it. I'm going after it. So there's this very motivational, mental strength energy that's coming through when it comes to growing on this journey and healing on this journey. And you guys are fighting for it. You guys are fighting to make it happen. So even if this isn't, with the masculine, regardless, this is the feminine. This is available to her because this reading is about you. Regardless, you are making things happen. You are taking your thoughts and you're actually turning them into things. You're physically doing things. You're making moves on your journey, right? You're making moves. You're no longer allowing your past to hold you back. And you're also learning to love yourself again, is what I'm seeing as well. You're learning to see the magic of life again. It's not all ruined. It's been tough, but it's not all ruined. You realize that there's still hope for you. You realize that you still have a future out there. That's such a beautiful message. Okay, so that's what's happening here, what we're attracting like magnets in our relationship. We're attracting a reconciliation. We're attracting maybe something new for some of you guys. We're attracting change. And why? Because we're willing to change. That's the Queen of Wands. We are willing to change today. All right, now we're going to go into our final messages, you guys. So our final messages are going to be a pathway from this new moon to the next new moon. Now, I believe that there's something, just kind of different about the next new moon. I believe it's also in Aries, and that only happens it doesn't happen very often, but it's happening for some reason, and I'm not exactly sure why. I don't think that this next new moon is going to be in Taurus until, May? Yeah. So I believe that April's new moon is also going to be in Aries. And this just tells me here that this Aries season, it's like this is really powerful because we have an opportunity to really utilize Aries influence. So let's do it. Okay, so this deck right here was actually gifted to me as well from a fan. So thank you guys so much. When you guys decide to donate to me in this way, seriously, it just makes my freaking day. I love Oracle and Tarot decks, you guys. You know this. And so when I get to open these up in the mail, oh my gosh, it makes me so happy. So anyways, thank you to the person that sent this to me. So this right here is called the Astrology Herbal Oracle. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is our pathway from this new moon to the next new moon, which technically is still Aries energy. So basically, what is the pathway forward? Future energy. Okay, so I don't know how to say some of these words, but it says the beloved. Wow, I got to tell you guys, this is your twin flame connection. This is your masculine. It is amazing that this card is coming up. So this is about the king and queen of cups. See the cups there? Ooh, look at the raven. Wow, that's very interesting to me. And number 11. So this is your twin flame connection. This is your masculine, feminine dynamic here, the beloved. So the pathway forward is connected to your person, your twin flame, your masculine. We have the sun, Leo's energy, vitality and joy. Yes. Hummingbirds to me are the sweetness of life, tasting the sweetness of life, taking the time to smell the roses, taking the time to experience joy and happiness in your life. So no matter what's going on here, Spirit is saying, don't allow what has happened in your past or all of your trauma and your pain. Don't allow it to cause you to now neglect your own needs or to, just not experience life at its fullest capacity. Definitely do the things that bring you joy. Use this energy as a motivational factor. I also see the sun as an empowerment, motivational energy. Use this connection. Use this love that you feel for your masculine. Use this journey and everything you've gone through to motivate you to make changes or power moves moving forward in your future. Okay? Because the Leo's energy is all about confidence. It's all about strength. It's amazing energy. So let this work for you. Let it carry you through. We have acceptance, Valerian. Okay. So this right here is about accepting yourself, loving yourself. And to me, there's some kind of message in regards to if your person and you, like your masculine, was not able to love you in the way that you needed him to, didn't accept some part of you, this wound will help you to lean into that feeling so you can start to love and accept yourself. So it's about loving yourself and accepting yourself. And when, again, we're in that energy, other people respond to that energy. So maybe when you came together with your masculine, if this is your story, maybe you had issues with self-worth and self-esteem. Maybe your masculine was reacting to that or buying that story that you were telling yourself, which that you weren't good enough. So you do have an opportunity to change this story and to change your vibration. So that way, when you guys do have this reconciliation, you're going to be accepted. Why? Because you accept yourself. And the same goes for the masculine. If the masculine was going through some stuff and didn't love and accept himself, because of this growth that you guys have both experienced, you guys are going to be able to accept each other more than you were able to before. Wow, we got another bird. Lots of birds coming through. Raven. I think that's like a falcon, right? I think. And then a hummingbird. So birds. Birds could be spirit animals right now that are popping up. And you're seeing a lot of birds. And there's messages from these birds. Now, the Two of Acorns here is the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about choices, but it's also about two people being on the same page, meaning there's two people that are on very similar journeys moving forward. And it's funny because obviously these two birds are completely different. So I'm just going to say that this is a falcon. That's just what I'm picking up on. A falcon and a hummingbird, totally different animals. One's a predator. The other one I think is just preying on freaking honey and sweet and like nectar, right? I don't really know a lot about the hummingbird though. The hummingbird could be like a ferocious killer and I don't even know, but that's just not what I'm picking up on here. I'm getting a very sweet energy and I'm getting a very dominant hunter energy. So to me, it's like masculine and feminine vibe for me. But the Two of Wands means that both people are growing as they move forward. Both people are growing as they accept and love themselves. You guys are in this connection maybe separately in the physical world, but there is some sort of shared experience and energy together. And you guys are both headed in the same direction. Look at this. Both birds are facing this way. So you guys are moving forward on your journey. You're growing leaps and bounds. And you both are experiencing the same things. So there is growth here. There are decisions to be made. All right, let's go ahead and get one last card. Cat's claw purification. Ooh, look at that cat. So we are purifying our energy, right? We are transmuting energy. We're letting go of things that no longer serve. So that's also taking place as we move forward. Okay, so now we have a fox, right? So this is the Page of Crystals, which is the Page of Pentacles again. Love it. So the Page of Pentacles has come up twice, ideas and discipline. So yes, that disciplined energy, which means we're going to make deliberate moves. We're going to plant seeds. We're going to be doing things in the physical world to actually create physical change. You have a lot of mushrooms here. So to me, mushrooms are the things that we are dreaming about. Mushrooms are things that we're trying to figure out, like things that might even be toxic. We're getting rid of those toxic energies as well. We're definitely creating a lot of change here. We're planting new seeds. Cat's claw is a plant that will strangle anything around it. I remember at my old house, I had cat's claw, a big old vine of it just pouring over the fence, and it literally strangled a palm tree and killed it. Can you believe that? This freaking plant killed a palm tree. How is that even possible? Well, it did. So you have to be very careful with these types of plants. But so the message that I'm seeing here is that if we're not careful in life when it comes to balancing things, we can get taken down. That's why balance is so important. So the twin flame connection that you feel, the intensity that you feel towards this masculine, you can become obsessed with it. You can stay in a fantasy realm with it. Okay? Put your life on hold. Dream. Just sit around and dream all day. Or you can learn to balance this energy and still move forward with your life and still make things happen in your life and empower yourself. You can do both. You absolutely can. You can learn how to do this. You can learn to be the alchemist here. You can learn to integrate all of this energy and make it work for you, because it does say discipline. You know, it's not just about it's not enough to just sit around and dream. It's not enough to just sit around and pray. It's not enough to light a candle and do a ritual. We have to be willing to take action steps towards the things that we want to create. And that's very important in today's reading. And the Aries energy is about being motivated and driven, and also being disciplined enough to take action and have confidence to take action on our ideas. This is only going to create growth and opportunity moving forward, right? So I believe that the falcon, I don't know a lot about it, but I believe that this is an animal that has like specific strategies on the way that they hunt. So I feel like there's a strategy here. There's a strategy that needs to be carved out, or a plan that needs to be carved out here. So we can execute our ideas. We can execute that plan with success, if that makes sense. So this is what's available to us. The journey is not all love and light. The journey is also not all, doom and gloom and shadow. It's both, because we are both. Two of Wands, we are both. So we're working with both of these energies, and we're making it work for us in a very empowering and positive way. We're taking all that pain, we're making it matter, we're transmuting energy. That's what we're doing. So that is what I have for you guys today. I really loved this reading, and I just love that I'm dedicating the full moon and the new moon to the divine feminine instead of just doing like a weekly reading. To me, this is much more powerful because the moon to me is connected to the feminine. So this gives us an opportunity to reset our energy twice in 1 month. Okay. It gives us an opportunity at that full moon and new moon to reset our energy, to set new intentions, to close out old cycles, to kind of see where we're at on the journey. Very empowering stuff. So anyways, like I said, you guys, if you're not signed up for my newsletter, on the newsletter, I do have those full moon and also the new moon rituals, also the tarot card spread for the month, which is the one I just used today, Queen of Wands. And I also have journal prompts for the particular moon of the month, etc. So all kinds of things there if you guys are interested. Links will be down below. And yeah, if you guys aren't aware, obviously I do personal readings, so those links are down below. And I've got some new decks that I just came out with. If you guys are interested in those are in my shop now too. So thanks so much, you guys, for watching this. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed. I also have a second channel. It's called Treasure Trove Tarot. Link is also down below. If you guys want to see other readings besides, just things on soul connections and twin flames, it's all over there. So thank you very much, you guys. I hope you have an incredible day. Take care. Bye-bye.